Good morning.
Good morning.
May I have a seat?
Have your seat, please. What's your full name?
My full name is Nazia Hassan.
Have you got any nickname?
No, I do not have a nickname.
Can I see your identification, please? Thank you. Let's talk about education. Do you work or study?
I am a student as well as I work at an institute as an instructor for IELTS.
What subjects are you studying now?
At the moment, I'm studying accounting and business studies.
Do you find accounting interesting?
No, I do not find accounting interesting as I'm not good with numbers, but I find business studies very interesting.
Did you study science in your childhood?
Yes, I did study science in my childhood.
Did you find it interesting?
I did not particularly find it interesting because I do not like biology, chemistry or physics that much.
Why?
I don't know how to answer that because my interests are toward literature, so maybe that is...
Well, Nazia, let's talk about work.
Okay.
Where do you work?
I work at Mentors as an IELTS instructor.
Okay, what are your major responsibilities there?
My major responsibilities there are to prepare lecture sheets and take classes.
Do you enjoy working there?
I really enjoy working there.
What are the reasons?
The reasons are basically related to the environment of the workplace and as well as my colleagues.
For how long have you been working there?
I have been working at Mentors for almost a year now.
What is more important in the job field, the working environment or the people you're working with?
I believe they're both equally important because if there's an imbalance of either, I think it usually results in troubles.
Okay, let's talk about hobbies.
Okay.
What are your hobbies?
I have plenty of hobbies. Of them I would like to mention collecting movies, stamps and coins.
Is it important to have a hobby?
Of course, it is very important to have a hobby.
Why?
I believe it is important to have a hobby because without a hobby, people will not know what to do with their free time.
What is the difference between the past hobbies and present hobbies?
In the past, in my point of view, people were more entitled to collecting things. And nowadays, I would say people are more involved in activities as their hobbies.
Did your hobby change over time?
Yes, indeed, my hobby changed over time because in my childhood, I used to like collecting stickers, but nowadays I'm more into collecting movies and other things. I would say I'm still a collector, but my preference for things have changed.
Okay, let's talk about friends. Do you have a lot of friends?
Yes, I do have a lot of friends, but of them only a few are very close to me.
Should people have a bunch of friends or just a few close ones?
I think people should have a bunch of friends because it is really difficult to say who's your friend and who's not.
Well, what is the importance of friendship?
I believe friendship is very important because life without friendship would be meaningless.
How has technology changed the way people make friends these days?
From my point of view, technology has enhanced the way that we make friends. We can go online and we can use social networks, we can email our friends, we can chat with them instead of having to meet up with them.
Is there a negative influence of technology over friendship?
I do think there's a negative influence because from my point of view, face-to-face communication has decreased due to the increased use of technology.
Thank you, Nazia. Now let's talk about leisure time.
Okay.
What do you do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like to unwind and relax, maybe watch a movie or go out with a few friends.
Do you believe it is necessary to have leisure time?
I do believe it is extremely necessary to have leisure time because without leisure time, people would not have the time to relax.
How long of leisure periods do you get in a day?
In a day, I would say I don't get that much of leisure time, but over the week, I get my weekends off from work and studies.
Let's talk about television.
Okay.
Do you watch a lot of television?
No, I do not watch a lot of television.
Okay, which is your favorite channel?
When I watch television, I like to watch Star Movies or Discovery Channel. Star Movies being the reason I can get to know about different movies that are on air, and Discovery Channel helps me learn about a lot of things.
Should children watch a lot of TV?
No, I don't believe children should watch a lot of TV. Maybe they can watch cartoons, but for a limited time.
Why?
I believe watching too much of television is a waste of time and it can affect the eyesight for young children.
What is the importance of watching TV?
Watching television is important in a sense that we can get to know about the news from all over the world. We can learn about the stock markets, the economy of the country that we live in, and about different countries.
How much time do you watch television a day?
I don't watch television in a day. I can tell you about an approximation of a week, maybe an hour or so.
Let's talk about newspapers.
Okay.
Do you read newspapers?
Yes, I do read newspapers.
Why do you think reading newspaper is important?
I believe reading newspapers is important if you want to learn about the economy and the political situation of your country.
Do you find any important benefit of reading newspaper?
I don't read the newspaper on a daily basis, so I would say no.
Do you think it is important for students to read newspapers?
Yes, I do think it is very important for students to read newspapers to stay updated about the news of the world and to get updated news for education and etc.
Do you think journalism is a good profession?
Yes, in my point of view, journalism is a great profession.